Hello everybody and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are in Milwaukee to take on the Brewers again today. And a happy Father's Day to any dads out there watching, but especially to me because I'm the one making the video. Or something like that, I'm sorry. Anyway, the Brewers have still not beaten us this year, though they came awfully close yesterday. They pushed us into 10 innings before it all fell apart. You know, from Milwaukee's point of view. It's like no change in Milwaukee's lineup all year, which you think they might think about doing after falling back into last place yet again. Alright, Sergio Mitre on the mound. Looks like for being on a pretty bad team, he's had a decent enough year. Alright, Kester at the plate to lead things off. He'll look at strike one. This one just off the outside. Called strike. Swing and a miss, strike three. One away, Marvin at the plate, batting left-handed. Mitre gets the call on a high strike. Swing and a miss, 0-2. This one just misses inside. Marvin lets it go by. And hit through the right side of the infield for a one-out single. That will bring Chief to the plate. He hits one towards the middle, but Cedeno's able to glove this one, and it turns into a 4-6-3 double play. That ends the inning. So no runs, 1-2-3 inning. Tony Gwynn Jr. to lead off for the Brewers. Take a look at the normal Squirrels lineup with Stitch on the mound. Stitch starts off with a fastball right down the middle, and Gwynn lets it go by. Another fastball, called a strike. And this changeup goes too high. Swing and a miss, strike three. One away, Cedeno at the plate. He's already kicked off a double play today. We'll see what he can do at the plate. Hits one towards second. Kester's able to grab it and throw it back for the second out. That'll bring Aramis Ramirez to the plate. First pitch is a slider for a strike. Another called strike. And this one up and in. 1-2 the count. Hit hard but foul. Still 1-2. Swings at a high fastball and comes up empty. 6 up, 6 down so far. We move to the second. Terry will lead things off in the top half of the inning. First pitch is called a strike. This one goes too far inside. Terry did homer yesterday to get him into double digits. Only one home run behind Frank for the team lead. Has a 2-2 count at the moment. Watches this one go by. Full count. And that's too low. That's going to be a walk. One aboard. Frank at the plate. Looks at a strike. Grounds this one towards first, but it is foul. In the dirt. 1-2. Oh, called strike. I don't know about that one, but I guess it's not up to me. That'll bring Tom to the plate as he takes a pitch that catches the outside corner. Popped up, Van Hecken waiting for it, and he makes the grab. 2 away. Zach at the plate. First pitch is called a strike. This will be a base hit into right. Terry is going on to third base, and he will make it there comfortably. Puts runners on the corners for Joey. There are 2 outs. So it'll take a wild pitch or a hit here. First pitch is called a strike. This one is too high. 1-1. Will this one get down? It doesn't look like it. Ramirez is the one that settles under it and makes the grab. So the Squirrels with a handful of base runners, but no runs yet. The Brewers are going to start off the second with Ryan Braun. First pitch is outside. Swings and misses. 1-1. That one is too low. 2-1 the count. Into center field, Marvin goes over and makes the grab. Bill Hall at the plate now. Swings and misses. That'll get down for a base hit, the first Brewers base runner today. That'll bring Nitro to the plate. 1 on, 1 out. Ground ball. Chief ends up fielding it. Goes to second. Not in time to first. So 2 away. Runner still on first. And Mercado at the plate. Looks at a changeup for a strike. And this is too low. Line drive towards short. Joey grabs it, and that will end the inning. Still scoreless as we move into the third. Stitch will lead things off for the Squirrels. Stitch hitting an even 100. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2. Called strike 3. 1 down, Kester back up. Struck out in his first at bat, one of 3 strikeouts today for Mitre. Frank was the other strikeout. Kester, Stitch, and Frank. 1-1 count in this at bat. This pitch goes outside. Mitre tries again. Gets a swing and a miss. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Marvin got a base hit in his first at-bat before being the lead out in a double play. First pitch well out of the zone. Second pitch too high as well. 2-0. And this one up and in as well. 3-0. Marvin taking all the way. Looks at a grooved in fastball. 3-1. And Mitre gets the call on that slurve to fill the count with 2 outs and nobody on. Hits this one and it should get down, and it does. 2-out hit for Marvin will bring Chief to the plate, who hit into that double play last at bat. Looks at strike 1. This pitch too high. Hits this one. That'll be a base hit into right field, or maybe right center, depending on where you put your line. Good for a double. That'll put runners on second and third for Terry. There are 2 outs. Terry walked in his first at-bat. Looks at a ball here. Swings the bat, comes up empty. Hits this one, but foul right behind the umpire, and Van Hecken makes the play. Squirrels threaten, but no runs. Van Hecken is going to lead things off for the Brewers in the bottom half of the third. Van Hecken hitting 178 at the moment, but does have 13 home runs. We've barely seen him hit the ball at all, so I really can't vouch for it. 1-1 the count. Another one in the dirt. Misses low again, 3-1. Gets a fastball by Van Hecken for a full count to lead off the inning. Called strike 3. One away, Mitre at the plate. First pitch is called a strike. Grounds this one towards second. Joey will throw it over. 2 down, Tony Gwynn Jr. at the plate. One of 3 strikeouts that Stitch has gotten today. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Swings and misses again, 1-2. That one is too high. Maybe wait till they get back. Gwynn swings and misses to end the third inning. We are still scoreless. Frank will come up to the plate to open up the fourth. First pitch is called a strike. This one does not get down. Bill Hall makes a pretty good play at short. One away, Tom at the plate, fouled out in his first at-bat. Comes up empty with his first swing here. And this one misses outside. Excuse me. Hits this one up the middle, and it will get through for a base hit. Oh, excuse me. That'll bring Zach to the plate. He pops up right on first. That's going to turn into a double play thanks to the quirk of video games. Well, we are still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Cedeno will lead things off for the Brewers. First pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss again. Ground ball, a high hop to Chief. Hurries the throw. Oh, it is just barely good enough. I think that was actually a tag out there. Alright, that'll bring Aramis Ramirez to the plate with 1 out and nobody on. Hits this one foul down the first base line. Makes the count 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Line drive towards second, and it will get into center field for a base hit. Ryan Braun at the plate, 1 on, 1 out. Hits this one into shallow left. That's going to drop in for another base hit. Puts runners on first and second. Stitch in his first real bit of trouble. Only 1 out with Bill Hall at the plate. First pitch is a curveball for a strike. And a changeup that goes outside. Back to the changeup, gets a swing and a miss, 1-2. Swing and a miss on a curveball, and that's a big strikeout for Stitch. Nitro at the plate, but now there are 2 outs. First pitch is called a strike. Catches the inside corner to make it 0-2. And that ground ball does not get through. Took a little while for Terry to get back to the bag to cover for Kester, but it all does work out, and the Brewers are kept scoreless again. So still waiting on a run as we move into the 5th. Joey at the plate. His first pitch is too high. And this one right in the zone, 1-1. And then down into the dirt, 2-1. Ground ball too short. Bill Hall throws over. 1 away. That'll bring Stitch to the plate. He struck out looking in his first at-bat. I'm not sure he's actually swung the bat today. I can't remember for sure. Does swing at this one, 0-2. And then comes up with a base hit into center field. So Stitch trying to help his own cause. 1 on, 1 out. Kester at the plate. He has struck out twice, both times swinging. Accounts for 50% of Mitre's strikeouts today. To this point, anyway. Has a 2-0 count. This one is called a strike. Still up in the zone, though. This one down lower, apparently too low. 3-1. Called strike. Fills the count, but only 1 out, so runner will not go. We get a ground ball that does get through the right side of the infield. Not the hardest hit ball, but well placed. So the Squirrels with a big threat here. Marvin at the plate. 2 runners on, 1 out. Marvin has a 1-1 count. This one goes outside. And this changeup catches the outside corner, 2-2. This one does not catch. Full count. Runners stay put. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, it's up to Chief, who did get a hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses, 0-2. This one just misses. Ground ball to short, and that will end the inning. We're through the first half, still no runs. Mercado will lead things off for the Brewers in the bottom half of the 5th. First pitch from Stitch is outside on a fastball. Goes with a changeup and gets a called strike. And this is just outside, 2-1. Another called strike, 2-2. Popped up in the air, Stitch is awaiting it. He makes the grab. 1 down. Van Hecken at the plate, struck out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses here. Called strike, 0-2. Ground ball to short. Joey gets it and throws it over for the second out of the inning. That'll bring Mitre to the plate. He ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at a strike here. Swing and a miss, 0-2. In the dirt. 1-2 the count. Down and out. 2-2. Ooh. Fills the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Stitch gets out of it. Not that there's anybody on base, but he's still out of the inning. We move into the 6th inning. Terry to lead off for the Squirrels. Still no score. Terry has walked and fouled out today. Mitre gets the call on a high changeup. Yeah, this pitch goes outside. Popped up right at the plate. Van Hecken waiting on it. Makes the play. Frank takes a strike to open this at-bat. Another called strike. Frank just not liking these calls here, and I don't necessarily blame him. Gets this one foul. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, Tom at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Has an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Still scoreless as we move to the bottom of the 6th. Tony Gwynn Jr. will lead off for the Brewers. Gwynn has struck out twice today. He accounts for a third of Stitch's strikeouts so far. 1-1 to count in this at-bat. Misses outside. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Popped up. Will it make the screen? It does. Still 2-2 then. Goes with the curveball, gets a pop-up barely in fair ground. Tom makes the grab. That'll bring Ronnie Cedeno to the plate. He has ground out in both of his at-bats so far. Looks at a strike here. This one too low. And this one outside. 2-1. Grounds this one back to Stitch. 2 down. That'll bring Ramirez to the plate. He got a hit in his last at-bat. Looks at a strike here. And this one too far inside. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Called strike 3. That will end the 6th inning. We're still scoreless as we go into the final set. Zach will lead things off for the Squirrels, so I guess it'll depend on whether we get any hits, whether or not Stitch goes on. First pitch from Mitre goes high. And this one too low. Zach up 2-0. 3-0. Grooved fastball for strike 1. Swing and a miss. We've got a full count. Low pitch, but it's called strike 3. That'll bring Joey to the plate. He gets a base hit in the left, so I guess we'll go ahead and pinch hit here. Put Sweeney in there, see what he can do. Alright, Mitre's first pitch to Sweeney is called a strike. Another called strike. 0-2. And this does not get through the first base line, though it doesn't turn into a double play either. Kester 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch is down and in. Say Sweeney was very close to making that into a hit, which could have really changed the inning around. Instead, that ground ball to short gets us to the 7th inning stretch. Ryan Braun will lead things off for the Brewers. We're still waiting a score. Alright, and since we did pinch hit, we need to change pitchers. Even if we were going to let a fielder pitch, that's always been Phil's spot, at least since the second season, to be our emergency pitcher. So, let's, we've done this before, but it's been a while. Move Chief into second and let Sweeney play third. He's a little bit stronger fielding third baseman, mostly by dint of having a slightly stronger arm. Alright, Ryan Braun, 1 for 2 today. Looks at that slurve in the dirt. Misses low again. Misses again. Johnston all over the place here, unlike him. Does get this one over for a strike. 3-1. Ground ball to short. Joey takes care of that. 1 away. Bill Hall, 1 for 2 today. Looks at a slurve for strike 1. Pops up a sinker. Tom awaiting it. 2 down. Nitro ground out in 2 at-bats so far today. Grounds again to first, and Terry will step on the bag. Quick 7th inning. We go into the 8th. Marvin will lead things off for the Squirrels. Marvin is 2 for 3 today. Mitre tiring out there, but still chugging along. As Marvin fouls the first pitch straight back. Pops this one up towards second. Cedeno makes the grab. Chief hit a double in his second at-bat today. Hit ground balls in his other 2. Looks at ball 1. Looks at ball 2. Looks at ball 3. 3-0 the count. Mitre tries it again, and that's a walk. 4-pitch walk. Puts Chief on first. Terry has walked and then fouled out twice. He's behind that fastball. Couple pickoff throws to first. I don't think Chief is going. At least I definitely hope he's not. 1-1 the count at the plate. Terry gets a hold of this one into right, but Mikado catches it just in front of the warning track. 2 down. Frank hitless today. Fouls the first pitch away here. That changeup looked a bit wild. Mitre, this is probably his last batter one way or the other. Does have Frank at 1-2. And a ground ball. Mitre will field himself, throw to first, and that is the end of the top of the 8th. Still no scores to go to the bottom of the 8th. Mercado will lead things off for the Brewers. The Brewers should pinch hit for Mitre at the bottom of this first 3 up in the hole, but we'll see if that actually happens. First pitch to Mercado is called a strike. Second one is a ball. And misses outside. 2-1. Here's a swing and a miss. 2-2. And that sinker just misses outside. A lot of deep counts for Johnston, and he actually walks Mercado. And we are going to get a pinch runner. Yabin will come in to run. Only goes from a speed 7 to an 8, but the Brewers clearly... The run is important, you can't deny that. Van Hecken at the plate. Could hit into a double play here. Yes, it is. I think that was a 3-6-3 double play. We do get a pinch hitter. Muto is going to come in for the pitcher spot. First pitch from Johnston is called a strike. A swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Ground ball to first. Terry grabs it. A little bit of a run back to the bag, but plenty of time. We go into the ninth with no runs. Tom will lead things off for the Squirrels. Mosquera is going to come into pitch. Looks like Muto will come out of the game. Yabin will stay in to play short, and Gabe Kapler will come into, well, I guess don't know. He's going to play right field. I actually don't know where in the lineup he's going to go. I assume into Bill Hall's spot, but that could be Mosquera, I guess. So we'll see what the Brewers do with their lineup. You can't always trust this game to do substitutions like that correctly either. Tom comes up with the ground ball up the middle for a leadoff single. So Zach now at the plate. He is 1 for 3 today. First pitch is too high. Swing and a miss makes it 1-1. And this one gets away. So that moves Tom into scoring position with nobody out and a 2-1 count at the plate. This is a ground ball to second. They go to third with it, but Tom beats out the throw. So it is a fielder's choice, but runners on the corners with nobody out. Joey looks at strike one. Swings and misses. 0-2. Ground ball to short. They go home with it, and Tom is thrown out. So that cuts down the potential go-ahead run. Good throw from Yabin. It actually wasn't particularly close. So that'll bring Sweeney to the plate. Still 2 runners on with only 1 out, so the threat is not over. And Sweeney promptly puts this into right field. Here comes Zach in to score, and he will make it in to give the Squirrels the 1-0 lead. So we'll get Quentin in here to hit. Squirrels up 1-0. Runners on the corners, 1 out, and Quentin in the left-hand batter's box. Mosquera throws a knuckle curve, which does not hit the zone. Popped into the stands behind the first base dugout. 1-1. This goes into center field, and it does get down for a base hit and scores another run. 2-0 Squirrels. Marvin at the plate. Runners on first and second. First pitch called a strike. So again, the starting pitching more than does the job for Milwaukee, but the offense comes up with nothing, and the bullpen cannot hold it together. Marvin strikes out swinging for the second out of the inning. Brings Chief to the plate as he takes strike one on the outside. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Ground ball to second. Cedeno gloves it, throws it over. That ends the top of the ninth. But the Brewers need 2 runs to stay alive. And they're going to start with Tony Gwynn Jr. So, let's see, that was Chief, right? So, we'll let Quentin play second, that's fine. He has done that as well before. All right, Gwynn 0 for 3 today. That fastball never made it up to the zone. This one does, and it's ground towards second. Quentin makes the play. 1 down. Ronnie Cedeno has ground out in all 3 at-bats so far today. Grounds this one towards the middle. Joey grabs it, throws it over. 2 down. Aramis Ramirez, the final hope for Milwaukee. Not a bad guy to have up if it's going to be your last out. Looks at strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Called strike 3. Shibuya with the no-stress save. So that's your ball game. Indianapolis Squirrels 2, Milwaukee Brewers nothing. Take a look at a few highlights. I wonder if they'll skip right to the 9th inning. Well, actually, we're going to go back to the first. And now to the ninth. That makes more sense. All right, Sweeney, your player of the game for his, hitting the first run in. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we're finishing up with the Brewers tomorrow. We'll see you then.